It's day 3 on my 10-day sugar detox and it's weekend. What that means is I roughly burn an additional 1,500 calories just from cycling, surfing, just doing stuff. And since I can't use carbs to refill my glycogen and help me with recovery, I have to do things differently today. So that's why I decided to do another full day of eating, just to show you how I navigate around this issue. So early this morning, remember my protein breakfast latte that I told you about on day 1? Well, I had one of these, but because I knew that I'm gonna go pretty fast on my bike, I added an MCT oil to the blend. And I use an MCT powder, it's called Fat Fiber. Really love the product. It's a powdered form of MCT oil. And what it does in comparison to the MCT liquid is it's way more easier on your stomach. So I can take much more of that product without having any digestive issues. And why MCT oil? Well, the MCT oil directly goes to the liver, and the liver then sends out those ketone bodies, and ketones protect your glycogen reserves. And when you can protect the glycogen, the body will less likely burn up muscles for fuel. It's going to take me another 45 minutes until I'm home, and then what I will have as a post-workout drink, I'll show you that in a moment.
To recover from a workout as quickly as possible, you need an insulin spike. And usually we use carbohydrates to do that. But I'm on a sugar detox for 10 days, so carbohydrates are not allowed. So what can I do? Well, you basically have 3 options to get that insulin spike. The number 1 would be a processed protein. Another one would be dairy, so using milk or a whey protein like this here. The third option is tuna. We know that tuna raises insulin quite fast and high. Dairy is something I don't tolerate well, so that's not an option. That's my wife's container. And I'm not quite hungry yet, so I skip the tuna as well. And what I do is I'll have a shake made from the pea protein powder. And I want roughly 50 grams of protein to get that spike real high and real fast. So I'm gonna use 1.5 scoops. And I use an unflavored pea protein, so just the powder alone tastes quite flat, like cardboard. So I'm gonna sweeten it up with the stevia drops. And maybe you know, stevia is a plant, so I'm okay with using that sweetener. And then I'll add Bamboo, something I brought from Switzerland, and it's a grain and fruit coffee. So there's no caffeine in here. It's 1 o'clock, first meal of the day, and it's a pretty simple menu here. I have ground beef, 93% protein, 7% fat. I have green cabbage and 3 large eggs. On top I put some sea salt and my newly purchased Cajun seasoning, and that's basically it. Along I'll have a bouillon, a broth brought from Switzerland. And I'm gonna enjoy the meal. I'm pretty hungry. It's 4 o'clock. I was getting pretty hungry, so my tolerance for good, no carb foods went down and down and down. And I realized because of my bike ride this morning, I need to eat more. Okay, I only had 1 meal so far beside the protein shake and coffee this morning. And I started to get really hungry, and whenever I opened the fridge, the sweets started to scream at me. So now I'm having a protein-packed green drink with enough healthy fats to kind of turn back down the craving for sweets. Other than that, I'm still okay, I'm doing fine, I'm still energized, my brain is still working. I do expect to feel a little headaches, brain fog, stuff like that, beginning tomorrow. It's usually day 4 that starts the rough patches of roughly 2 days that I have to push through. But we'll find out. I'm gonna enjoy that one here.
I'm at the gym. I was actually pretty tired, but Miriam wanted to go to the gym anyway, so here I am. And brought another liter of water, roughly 4 liters a day, and that's my 3rd liter.
Today I roughly burned 4,000 calories. That's why I had a pretty nice substantial dinner. I made a salad and I added 1 full avocado. I added ground beef, 150 grams, so that was quite a portion. Then lettuce, tomatoes, some mixed nuts, then olive oil, some apple cider vinegar. No, actually it was a red wine vinegar. Then sea salt. And what else? Oh, and Miriam prepared the smoked salmon, so I had a couple of bites of that. It's delicious. During the sugar detox, obviously I can't eat a lot of sugar or carbohydrates, so I had to add in quite a lot of fat to make up for today's expenditure. So this is today's macronutrient totals. Protein 230 grams. I overshot a little. The net carbs at 69 grams, so here as well 20 grams more than I actually wanted to, and then 235 grams. That's how I made up for all the calories burned. And I still remain in a 500 calorie deficit, so that's good. Talk to you tomorrow.